Montgomery. In the day's other news, President Trump moved to have governors deploy the National Guard along the U.S.-Mexico border. It came a day after he talked of using the regular U.S. Army for the job. At a White House briefing, the Secretary of Homeland Security, Kirstjen Nielsen, said National Guard units could deploy as early as tonight.
The urgency cannot, however, be underscored. We will be doing this today under the President's direction. I will continue my conversation with all 4 border governors, and we hope to have the path forward very much specified in the near future.
In the last 12 years, previous presidents twice sent National Guard units to the southern border to stop illegal immigration and drug smuggling. The White House also underscored today the president's message that the U.S. military mission in Syria is coming to a, quote, rapid end. But officials stopped short of giving any timetable for a troop withdrawal. About 2,000 American troops are in Syria in the campaign to defeat the Islamic State group. The leaders of Iran, Turkey, and Russia held a second summit today to discuss Syria's future and their roles in it. The U.S. was not represented. Turkey's Recep Erdogan, Iran's Hassan Rouhani, and Russia's Vladimir Putin met in Ankara. They call for more international aid to stabilize Syria. There is word that President Trump is not currently a criminal target in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia probe. The Washington Post reports that Mueller has informed the president's attorneys and also told them that Mr. Trump remains under investigation. Mueller is looking into Russian meddling in the 2016 election, whether the Trump campaign colluded with the Russians, and other related questions. Investigators in San Bruno, California, worked today to piece together what sparked yesterday's shooting at YouTube's headquarters. Nasim Aghdam wounded 3 people Tuesday before taking her own life. Today, Police Chief Ed Barberini said they think they've figured out why she opened fire with a handgun in a courtyard.
Currently, there is no evidence linking Aghdam to any individuals at the scene at the time of this incident. At this point in the investigation, it is believed that the suspect was upset with policies and practices of YouTube. This appears to be the motive of for this incident.
Aghdam's father says that he warned police in nearby Mountain View on Monday that his daughter might be going to YouTube's offices. Officers say that the family never mentioned that she might be violent. The military is investigating why a U.S. Marine helicopter went down Tuesday in Southern California. Officials say all 4 crew members died in what they called a routine training mission. The Super Stallion helicopter crashed a few miles from the U.S.-Mexico border. Facebook now says that a British firm accessed personal data from up to 87 million of its customers and used it to aid the Trump campaign and others. That is far more than the initial figure of 50 million. Facebook gave out the new number today as it announced new measures it's taking to protect its users. This was day 3 of a teacher walkout in Oklahoma with no end in sight. Educators again rallied at the state capitol and vowed to keep protesting for better pay and more money for public schools. They were joined today by a large crowd of student supporters. And large companies in Britain have turned in salary data under a government mandate, and it highlights the pay gap between the sexes. Companies with more than 250 employees were required to report the figures by today. They show that on average, men make 18% more than women. Still to come on the NewsHour, a view from China, where businesses are bracing for a trade war with the U.S. The legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. 50 years after his assassination. Could solar energy bring Puerto Rico out of the dark? And much more.